This is the inversion principle. Now, thinkers like Charlie Munger, Einstein, Naval Ravikant, they all use it. And it's simply this. If you want to solve hard problems, think like a genius. Don't think, how can I succeed? Ask yourself, what would guarantee my failure? What are the things that would make this impossible? Because oftentimes we're so close to our problems, we don't see the obvious pitfalls, risks, and inefficient ways of doing things. This flips your thinking upside down to uncover those blind spots. It's actually quite simple. Here's how it works. Step 1. Get really clear on what you want. Step 2. Reverse it and define what failure looks like. Then step 3. Make a not-to-do list. What are the things that will keep you from getting what you want? And step 4 is just to avoid those things relentlessly. Here are some practical examples of how you can use the inversion principle to solve some of your biggest problems. Let's say you want to get rich. Don't ask yourself, how do I get rich? That's the normal way of thinking. But instead ask yourself, what are the things that would keep me poor? Maybe it's spending more than I earn. Maybe it's investing in things I don't understand. Maybe it's falling for get-rich-quick schemes or blaming others for your lack of money. These are the things you should avoid. What if you're single and you want to find the love of your life? Don't ask yourself, how can I be loved? Ask what would push people away. What would make them run for the hills? Maybe it's being overly critical or needy or dishonest. These are the things you should avoid. What if you want to become more productive? Don't ask yourself, how do I get more done? Ask, what are the things that kill productivity? Maybe it's distractions, a toxic environment, burnout. These are the things you should avoid. See, sometimes we overthink things when the answer is right in front of us. The inversion principle is one of those tools that allows you to zoom out and see the obvious. Instead of getting lost in the weeds of options and opportunities, you can stay focused on what really matters. Because as Naval Ravikant says, the secret to success is often hidden in the obvious. Think of the great men in history who had a disproportionate impact on the world around them. They didn't just think big. They also avoided the little things that would distract them from their goals. George Washington Carver dedicated his life to improving the lives of poor farmers. He didn't have much formal education, but he didn't let that stop him from becoming one of the most influential scientists of his time. When asked about his success, he said, "I never intended to be anything but what I was. I never felt there was anything in the world I couldn't learn." Carver was able to achieve his goals because he focused on what mattered and avoided the things that did end. Same with Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison for his fight against apartheid in South Africa. But when he was finally released, he didn't seek revenge or harbor any bitterness. Instead, he focused on forgiveness and reconciliation, saying, "Resentment and anger almost destroyed me. For years, I was kept awake at night by the torturing of others. But I knew that if I gave in to those negative emotions, they would consume me. So I decided to forgive my captors. It was the only way I could save myself." The inversion principle clears the fog. It reveals what to avoid so that what remains is focused, intentional, and successful. Sometimes solving your biggest problems is about subtracting, not adding. Subscribe and apply the principle today.